Good morning.
Good morning.
239 Live. It's Tuesday. Feels like a Monday.
It
but it's
always
going to
does.
be a great day all day long. How are you, Miss Kristen?
I am doing good. Had a good weekend, productive weekend. I worked most of the weekend, but we're getting, believe it or not,
good.
it
That's
might be-
good. I like.
Well, the backpack.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
saw you were gathering stuff for that.
I
You didn't start putting it together yet, have you?
I started putting it together. I had 48 school boxes, 48 school boxes. So that kind of gets the ball rolling because the school boxes are all the broken up items.
Yeah.
Like when you get 1,000 pencils, you need a place to put the 12. So the pencil boxes help. And so then I got to see also what we're short. And Friday was the Jeep meet. So the Jeep people, what they gave.
They have. Oh, good.
So then I was able to now go shopping for the balance. And we're still collecting. We'll have that up. We have a slide and stuff we're going to put up.
Oh, good.
For people who still want to donate. And Jeep has been great. You can go in the
Great.
service
Helping to
department
do
and drop
that.
stuff off. So mostly it was backpacks and a little bit of work.
Good. That's a good thing.
A little bit of work.
That's a good thing.
How about you? How's your garden look?
It still is kind of messy, but it takes a lot of time just to
I
work.
think we have to have a group. Like maybe we could get Mike and Rose and we'll all come over and
How
have
about I just hire some people to do that?
Well, if we have food and some alcohol.
Yeah, but it's like hot.
Yeah, it
you
is
do
hot.
not want to be doing stuff.
It is
I
hot.
go out and do a little bit, then I come back in. Do a little bit, then I
Yeah.
come back in. Just, it's like,
I thought we could make a gardening party.
well, we can do that too. That's
pull
quite all right
weeds.
by me.
I can only pull weeds. After that, you don't want me touching a plant.
Pull weeds. Well, luckily I've kind of finally have that under control. That's a big thing with me. I love my yard, love trees.
They say when you have your hands in the dirt and you do that kind of work, it actually is
Ground you.
It grounds you, but it contributes to longevity.
Yeah.
Because there's also minerals in the soil, I guess.
Oh, nice.
So I read something about it, and it made sense when I look at my ancestors or grandparents or even
Look at how they did what they did.
they spent
healthy
every
they
day
were.
in the garden, every other day, 3 times a week in a garden.
And they weren't worried about their nails and stuff. So sometimes I do
Yeah.
that and I just go, man, let's go put some
You
gloves on.
can't scrub the thing enough. I
I
have a different one I'm going to send you,
Yeah.
Diana.
Back to school. When is back to school?
So they start, let me look, it is the 11th of August. So the backpacks need to go out by the 7th.
Wow.
Yeah, some people are doing this.
That's like a week. Wait a minute. What's the day?
2 weeks.
That's 2 weeks away.
2 weeks from today.
Wow. It hardly
We
feels like.
start really early. We just start super early. It is what it is. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you
you
gonna
going to do?
Right, that's
Speaking
is
of
that the Italian in me
there's our
coming out?
Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo. So glad you stopped in
Here,
to say
let me
hey.
send this.
What are we sending?
Oh, I just an updated backpack thing.
We have like a free form kind of day today. Jimbo just came in to say hey, and we've got Robert with us in the back. Mr. Wayne's in the back, and thank heavens we have donuts for everybody and coffee. Really good coffee here, by the way, whenever you stop in.
That menu machine.
It's fabulous. That was in Kevin's house. Too bad he had to give it up.
Kevin donated it.
Yeah, he doesn't know it yet. But
I think that's what happened.
Really?
He brought it in for one of our parties.
And people are like,
And it was such a hit. I don't think he can get rid of it.
No.
We don't want to go back to the K-Cups.
No.
Because it blends the coffee.
I know, it's perfect.
It's like fresh beans all the time.
And
That's
it
the
looks
difference.
pretty. You know how like foamy at first I thought, is that a cappuccino?
No, it definitely, when you have fresh beans that can be ground as you make the coffee, it's huge difference.
Oh.
Huge.
Maybe I have to get Wayne that for his birthday.
Is Wayne a coffee guy?
Well, he has his 2 cups in the morning.
Oh,
but
there
he
you
drinks
go.
it all through there. He gets about a quarter of a cup, then he'll get a quarter of a cup.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Well, this one, it does the small ones.
yeah, I know.
You can do like
so
just
he could
4
do
ounces.
that. And he that's probably a good thing for us to do. But anyway, I do like a really good cup of coffee, and you can tell the difference sometimes you're at a restaurant. It's like, oh, that's good. And you're not saying it to be funny. You're saying it because it's true.
Oh, yeah. My other big thing this weekend was dive. I don't know. You know how you go down the rabbit hole?
Yeah. Yes.
And then 6 hours later, you're like, why did I even do this? Because now I'm just upset. So I went down a friend of mine posted how they went to drive one of the new 27 cars. And they hold their hand in the front of the steering wheel a lot. Well, that's where that camera is now.
Oh, yeah.
And it kept slowing down the car because they have those AI cameras in the car now, supposed to be for fatigue and distracted drivers.
AI cameras do that?
They have them in all the 27s. Okay, guys.
So what does that mean? Say that again.
It's something I was complaining about before they voted on it in Congress. But now all cars in America, starting in 27, have to have cameras that watch the driver.
That's bullshit. And who's watching the driver?
The camera, and it's supposed to be connected to the car, and the car...
yeah, but who does the camera that's connected to the car,
well,
where does that go?
Well, that's the part we don't know.
Well, that's the part that just ain't working for me.
So I was like, well, is this safe if it keeps slowing down the car based on your hand position? And then when he was testing it out after that, he went to reach for the radio, and when he reached for the radio, it was fine. But when he tried to find what he was looking for, it slowed down the car again.
Shut up.
Nope.
Okay, we got to figure out where these little things are. And just
so
like I do on my camera when I'm doing like
I want to know who's running that voted for this, because I complained about it before they voted on it. I complained about it after they voted about it. Nobody reported on it except for a few conservative channels. But yeah, so that's my big deep dive this week.
Well,
we're stuck. It's like airbags. We're going to be stuck with it, and hopefully they'll put a switch like they finally did with airbags.
And it's funny. Same thing with seatbelts. Now, I know that sounds crazy now because we know we use them, but Mary Ellen Hawkins, when she was in Congress, 74 to 94.
Adele just said it's part of the kill switch bill.
Part of the kill switch bill. Oh, thank you, Adele. We love to have. She's our resource. We'll have to just now text Adele and
you'll have to give me a call and fill me in on that, because I want to learn more, because I'm not for
part of the kill switch bill.
I'm not for it from an invasive standpoint, just like I'm not for the flock cameras, but I'm also not for it because of from what he described.
They have control. They can they can stop your car.
They can, well, the out of your control kind of thing. But he said, a lot of people do drive with their hand here. And he was like, so I moved it a little to the side, but then when I would turn, it slows the car down again and turn it back.
Well, you know what? We're going to do a little report.
Safe. So we'll have to have Adele give us all the ins and out on that.
Yeah, because I don't.
So moving on, that's
your 2 cents worth.
My plate this week.
Your plate.
Learn more about that.
All right, let's see what days are, because I know Dee's going to love one for sure. If you like.
Oh, that looks like fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just said. That's National Water Park Day. That's not the one I thought she would think is fun. But today's National Water Park Day, and we're encouraging everyone to experience laughter and fun at a water park, but keep your mouth closed while you're in the water. From the youngest family member to grandma and grandpa, there's a splashable, relaxable experience for all. On National Water Park Day, enjoy all the memory-making water parks have to offer. And as a kid, they were fun. But also, as an adult, I just look at things different. I hate that. Keep your mouth closed. All right.
Yeah.
What is that finish button? Is that telling us to finish, or is that some... A what?
It's just something that pops up.
It's just something that pops up. Okay.
When she does something, it moves things
around.
I
was kind of thinking...
I thought that, too. I'm like, okay, we have to move on.
We're telling something? Okay. Let's see what's next. Buffalo Soldier Day. I thought this was a very nice piece to put up, because I wanted to honor all of our military. And Buffalo Soldiers Day is on July the 28th, commemorates the formation of the first regular Army regiment comprised of African American soldiers in 1866. That's right after the Civil War. And we're showing our appreciation and honoring the history of Buffalo soldiers and the American military. I think there's another piece. I never heard of them. You never heard of that?
No.
Dee, is there a picture of the Buffalo soldiers I may not have sent? Yeah, there you go. Let's pop that up just so people can get a chance and see that. Yeah, right after the Civil War, they formed that regiment. Oh, yeah, they've always played a major role. Haven't quite gotten the, after the Red Wing obviously now they're getting their credit, but it's like anything else. It was a hard road to the Davis Cup. So thank you to all the relatives of Buffalo Soldiers Day, to Buffalo Soldiers, and share the story about these guys today.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
I learned something today. I love it when I learn things.
I so love that. Last but not least, ta-dun, chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Today is National Milk Chocolate Day. Okay, Dee, put up a description. Because
Okay.
I have for Dee.
Oh, look at that.
I've been kind of bad about bringing my stuff because I would always eat it, but I will definitely give this to Dee. You might take one. You better be careful.
There you go. She's got the kisses.
There you go.
Okay. National Milk Chocolate Day. Dive into the ever-popular National Milk Chocolate Day on July 28th. When it comes to chocolate, this sweet easily pleases. Since the days are heating up, melt that chocolate down, drizzle it on some ice cream, or mix it into some popcorn.
Yeah,
Nobody said, this holiday would be difficult.
That's when I used to go to the movies. Still do, but I don't get what I used to. Used to get popcorn, and then I would get goobers and just sprinkle it on top of the popcorn. It would be kind of melted, then that would be my fun stuff.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but now you're under the calories and so forth, but mainly the cost.
Yeah, the cost of popcorn is
popcorn and a drink? That's like $25 or $20
it's
plus
wild.
the ticket.
Not only is it the markup, but then the cost that they have, then they pass it on to us with the markup.
Yeah, I just am like, well, it is what
Even
it is.
the cost of a movie, I heard it was $43 to see the IMAX.
See the IMAX 40-something per
ticket. Per ticket for the Odyssey.
Oh, the Odyssey's coming out.
Yeah, I know it's out.
It is out.
Yeah.
IMAX. I need to write that down because
I heard it was $43 for a ticket to the IMAX.
Well, it is what it is.
And then in some communities, obviously higher. And then people were reselling the tickets up to $1,000 because there's only X amount of IMAX theaters in the country. Do you want to do that one?
Yeah, let's do this quick for D, and then we're going to get Mr. Kyle up front here. We're going to talk about Kristen has an event tonight and wants us to help promote it because there is still time.
Oh, I saw this. This looked like fun.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
Paint, sip, and connect. It's $50. And I guess it's one of those ones where they give you snacks and drinks and you get to paint something.
Coastal textured and experience. I don't know, but it's nice. I think State Farm is a sponsor. And what else? I can't. My eyes.
I know. Yeah. We sometimes cannot see this screen very well. Here we go.
And it's not our fault. It's the.
It's at the Miramar.
There we go. It's
at the Miramar Pools showroom from 6 to 8, which is on Elsa Street right here in the Pine Ridge Industrial area. It's a guided experience with Prosecco and light bites.
Ooh,
networking. I know. Networking connection. And you get a 12 by 12 coastal textured canvas to take home when you're done. Okay, so it's textured painting, not just sometimes you go to these and they're watercolors. So it's a guided coastal art evening. 12 by 12 seaside inspired textured canvas. Well, that's pretty interesting. It's $50 per person.
Is it like pointillism? I'm not sure what the actual style is.
I'm not sure. But it
little
looks
bit
like
of art
fun.
history.
Something to do on a Wednesday.
6
Get
to
out
8.
of the house. Use your creative side. I think it's good when you use your creativity.
It's on Elsa Street.
Yeah. Let's pop that backpack up there, too, and we'll just get that out of the way while he gets situated. And I'm going to put this in the 239 Live Connect. So we had a great turnout at the Old Town Saloon this past Saturday for backpack supplies. We have 73 backpacks that were empty that were donated and another 50 empty coming. And right now I have enough supplies for 48. I will be going shopping today to fill in some of that, but I don't have enough for that last 50. So if people want to drop off some supplies to Naples Jeep or the Old Town Saloon, or you can just do a tax-deductible donation, which will be on 239 Live Connect, and you can help me finish those backpacks before Saturday.
Well, I did a good job.
Lois did a great
Brag
job.
on me.
Lois donated not only 12 pre-filled ones, pre-filled, ready to go. That was our first order. But then we run out of time because I literally just got the last case today. So you have to order those super far in advance. And then another donation for our supplies. And then Betty Bailey with the auxiliary had helped. And Rosie Johnson had helped too.
Oh, nice, Rosie. Thank you.
She helped finish that first order.
Great.
But then we got these extra ones. And I was like, oh, okay, I have to fill these now too. But that's okay because this will be a record. Over 200 backpacks.
Bravo.
For us.
Yeah,
to Immokalee out at Pastor Arnie and to Feed Thy Neighbor.
Okay.
So.
And I put $100 in your account. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was,
okay, good.
yeah, that's what I shopped with yesterday.
Oh, good. Yeah. Someone had gave it to me at the Veterans Breakfast.
Yeah,
and I'm
I got that.
I'll just go ahead and Venmo or whatever, Zelle it and so forth. Good. Well, that's great. So when's the drop dead date?
The drop dead date is August 3rd. But anything I can get done this weekend would be super helpful. I hate running at the end. Last year I was breaking up 12 packs of pencils to get each kid 5 pencils. Oh. This year it's like weird. There's always something I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, but I have it in the supply list that I'll put online. I always make a thing.
And talk to Betty Bailey. I think she may have a couple extra stuff that you would.
And I know there's a few things up at any of the loose stuff at the end, I give to Pastor Arnie because he has a closet.
He has a closet. He can.
That's throughout
a good
the
idea.
year, when kids come to him and they don't have things like folders or composition books, he goes in and gets it and gives it to them. So all the loose stuff goes to him.
Okay.
Out in Immokalee.
All right. Are those the only ones we're going to do right now?
I think so. Is there any more? Yeah, we can fill him in after we do this. Because I know he's waiting on the.
Yeah, let's do.
He's waiting for the call.
And are we going to do something special for the call? We're so excited. We're like experimenting live on TV. We're like the guinea pigs for. We did it last time. It was a great sound coming through the.
You did a call last time.
Did a call.
Yeah, on Friday.
And then this is going to be FaceTime.
We're going to try to FaceTime somebody. Oh, look at this! It works. But do we have sound?
Do we have sound?
Good morning.
Can you see us? Good morning.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
I love this.
Well, we're going to let Kyle from the Goated Golf, the Goated Man, introduce our call-in guest. This is so exciting.
Yes, thank you for having me back on the show. I'm Kyle Van Duzer, and I run a consulting firm here in Naples, which encompasses Goated Golf, Red State Golf, and then I do some political consulting. I get to hang out with Lois and Kristen so much everywhere. We're very, very busy, so today I have one of my friends and clients, Michael Carbonaro, who's running for District 22 in Florida. It's the new district. It's the largest district this side of the Mississippi, too. So glad to have you on. This is really cool, actually, that we have you on FaceTime. So welcome, Michael.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Morning.
I've seen you. We're so glad to have you. I'm so glad that you're our guinea pig, that this is working out so well.
Sorry I couldn't be in studio today, but this was great, and happy to come in another time in studio.
Oh, great. That sounds wonderful, because we always love to have our guests and show off our studio and everything. Well, Michael, how about it if you want you, Kyle, or you to tell us a little bit about yourself before we start grilling you? Just kidding.
Sure. So my name is Mike Carbonara. I'm running for U.S. Congress for 22nd District. And I'm running because I want to restore our conservative values and fight alongside President Trump to restore our freedoms in America that the Democrats have been taking from us. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a first-time candidate. As an entrepreneur, I've started businesses. I have experience in a lot of different areas. And I want to take that builder, that innovation, that problem solving, and bring that to DC, because I think for too long the bureaucracy, unintended consequences, is taking our freedoms away, and that's what we need to fight to restore. My family came here from Cuba, so we've seen communism. My wife's grandfather was a political prisoner for over 20 years, the Castro regime. And
your dad was a
my wife's grandfather.
Wife's grandfather. Okay.
Yeah. And they came here afterwards. They got asylum, but right now we have our enemies at the gate. These Democrat socialists, these communists, are actually winning the Democrat primaries this year. So this midterm isn't just about getting the right person in office. This is really a fight for freedom. And that's why I'm running. And we need to get in office, get the right people in office, fight to restore our freedoms, fight to restore our economic freedoms, our safety, and our personal liberties. But these midterms are probably some of the most important in our history. And that's why I'm running.
Well, I think, I don't know if you were as shocked as I was when they created District 22, because I've always been in District 19. And I know everybody in 19, so I keep my ear to the ground. So I am totally new, with the exception of, well, there are a couple I know I don't want to know. And there are, there are two that I'm keeping my eye on, and the rest, whatever. But this has kind of been... I hate when it gets down to this level because it starts to get nasty. And it starts to be a lot of untruths. And I don't think anybody can do anything about politicians telling fibs on other politicians. But how do you handle that when people start telling untruths about you?
Well, that comes down at the very end. That's when the mudslinging starts. I'm trying to stay positive and run a clean campaign. And I want to bring a positive message to people. Reason people twist the truth, they don't do it to the person that's in last. So they know that it's their last ditch effort to try to climb to the top. At the end of the day, we're going to keep our message. We're going to talk to the people. We're in the community, and I'm ready to answer any of the tough questions. And that's one of the reasons we have these debate forums, and we have one this Saturday. It's going to be at the Christ Community Naples from 4 to 6. And so I invite everybody from the public that wants to ask the hard questions. If you have any questions about any of the mudslinging or about the policy or what we really stand for, I invite everybody to come and meet all the candidates.
When is there again?
It's August 1st from
August
4 to 6
1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's down at Christ Community Naples. Yeah.
Okay. And there's also one August the 7th you'll be at, right? Just a meet and greet.
August 7th, yes, we're going to be doing a meet and greet. It's from 5:30 to 7:30.
7, right?
Yeah,
that's correct. 721.
Yeah, that's really nice that you're going.
And what's great, it's actually National Purple Heart Day, August 7th. So it's going to be a great day to be with the veteran.
Yeah, that will be wonderful. Yeah. We may not make it because we have another event here, but maybe you guys could swing up afterwards and.
Yeah. So pop in. Yeah, after the podcast.
Yeah, it was really cool that the VFW is hosting that. I mean, I think a lot of people are staying neutral right now, but for the VFW and veterans and local people to now step in and say, hey, as the mudslinging starts, to say, all right, I'm getting off the fence too.
All right, it's time to separate the wheat from the chaff and just go, okay, now that we're getting down to this, I didn't hear your last debate, but I heard, was that Kaiser? Her biggest concern about the administration was that she didn't like that they were going to stop student loans for colleges. Is that correct? Is that something along that line? Not telling people that she owns Kaiser University.
She disagreed with Trump that we should be subsidizing more money for college graduate programs. And personally, I mean, I think we have a graduate and undergraduate student loan crisis in this country, $1.8 trillion. And rather than subsidizing, we need to actually lower the cost of college. And we don't lower the cost of anything when you get government subsidies and those things. So we need to look at how this is going on, because a lot of those degrees aren't helping in the future. Colleges need to step up and actually provide affordable education for degrees that actually work in the real world.
And the interest rates are insane that these people...
the students, they graduate, they can't even afford a mortgage because the student loan bill is now their new mortgage, and they're paying for it for 20, 30 years. It's really taken them out of being able to participate in the American dream. And that's one of the biggest issues for the young people right now.
Well, isn't there something that you can't get a loan if you're doing like an art degree or gender studies or something that doesn't...
it's not marketable.
Can't give you a salary when you get out for your career? Is that part of the big beautiful bill as well?
They're trying to rework some of that, and Linda McMahon is also working on trying to create some caps, because they've really been abused. And the people that really want an education, hey, look, college tuition has doubled in price in the last 20 years.
Oh my God, I know.
The overhead is not going to more teachers or increasing teachers' pay. It's going to the administration fees. and the administration staffing. So we're actually creating more bureaucracy and more expense by these subsidies that aren't really applied correctly. And we really need to tackle that. It's causing perpetual debt or economic bondage for our youth.
Totally that way. And it's sad to think that our government has been using that for the subsidies to increase somebody's net worth or increase the money coming in. That to me is just, I got all these new people in here. I'm glad you're learning about 239 Live. That's great.
There you go.
Thank you,
At the end of the day, it's taxpayer money is paying for all of this. I mean, we're the ones that are guaranteeing it.
See, mine is my big issue, as you can tell from our earlier conversation, is privacy. There's so much going on now, and I think having somebody in office who understands our civil liberties and not invading those unnecessarily is going to be, I think, a big topic right now.
Yeah,
I know
it is, and everybody's talking about these flock cameras, which I am completely against, and they've been abused quite a bit already, and we're seeing different things pop up in the news. And at the last forum, I talked about this a little bit, that yes, we need to protect those privacy issues and fight for those freedoms, but we also, as a society, as a family, we need to talk to our kids about the importance of privacy, because with social media, we are willingly giving away our privacy without thinking twice about it. We need to really instill those values. That it's not just a freedom; it's a value that we need to teach our kids.
Right. My daughter lives in DC, and so she's in some of these realms with friends and so forth. And I said something to her one day about the cameras in the cars, and she goes, "Well, Mom, our stuff is out there." And we were talking about TikTok and all that stuff back too. And she goes, "It's already out there. What are you going to?" And that's the mindset. Like their mindset is, well, they've already got everything. And I'm like, for a minute there, I said, well, I do have Clear and I have TSA pre-check. I guess you're right. They do have pretty much everything. I got a real estate license. I got my thumbprint kind of thing. Right. But then I said, well, wait a minute. They're not in my house unless I invite them in.
Right. They're not in your car until
27. They weren't in my car unless I invited them in. And they don't know when I go from point A to point B unless I share that information. Yeah. And I can unshare it with my data, but I can't unshare it with my license plate.
Right. And the other part of this is that when you have these government programs or these flock cameras, they're contracted to private companies, and those private contractors are not subject to the same Fourth Amendment protections that we have when we're talking about the government. So we have to understand that who are we giving our information to? Is it the government where we have protections, or is it the private companies where there's a terms and conditions and we may actually not have the freedoms or privacy that we think we do?
Or is it China?
Right. I want my stuff protected behind a subpoena.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you've got to get a subpoena to get my phone records. Yeah. You should get a subpoena to get my license plate records. And then I can also subpoena to find out who got that information. Right. Which to me is transparency. It might be a process we don't like.
It's transparency, yeah.
It's not. It might be a long process, but we have that process to protect the person, the everyday person, as well as the person pulling the information to make sure that they're protected in getting the information. Like, listen, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm entitled to this. That was given to me by the court. Mm-hmm. And I think, again, giving up our privacy too easily, we're now seeing.
You never need to argue about your privacy. Like, you never need to defend the fact that you want privacy. It should just be a given.
It should be a given, right? Now, exactly.
Yeah, you should never have to defend yourself why you want privacy. It's our right. Right. And right now, our technology is moving so fast. It's scaling. It's becoming efficient. It's moving so quickly that if we don't pull back the erosion of our freedoms now, we're not going to have a chance later on when everything's out there and there's zero privacy. We need to really cement our privacy now and all of our freedoms, because everything's going to be moving so fast, and we need to make sure that it embodies the principles that our Constitution laid out, that our Bill of Rights laid out, so it's not running out of control. So we grow and we progress with technology, but under our terms, under our freedoms.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's about the next generation too. As you said, like this high school, college generation already thinks, oh, well, my data's already out there. But it's the next generation of kids. I mean, Michael, you have young kids. I have young kids. We're worried about them. We don't want this mentality of, oh, my freedom's already gone, so why fight for it or why get it back or do any of those things. So this election is very, very strongly is about the next generation.
And so how do we do that as citizens? I mean, because I'd like to help younger people understand that. I mean, sometimes when I order stuff online, I go, I just know somebody else is looking at this, but I need it. So it's like driving sometime in a tight space. You close your eyes and go through. I know you shouldn't do that, but I do. You just
stay off the road and Lowe's.
That's right. And you just hope
Yeah.
somebody's not getting that. And, you know, I just hate checking all the time on that.
Yeah. I mean, Michael might
think
have
it's
some answers on that.
value systems as a family, as a community, what's important. And we want these modern conveniences. We want good quality of life. We want to be able to communicate instantly with our friends and family. But we just need to be aware of what we're giving up in that process. And maybe there's different options. You can choose one app over another app. Maybe there's different competitors that are actually competing to give you the most privacy.
I think that's a real key. I think I've heard a lot more about phones that don't have all of this, but people are going towards that for the privacy thing. So I think you're right. Everything's moved really fast and people need to catch up. We need to catch up in educating ourselves.
Right. No.
So are we going back to flip phones?
Well, businesses, the market, technology, they're going to adapt to the market. If we, the people, say privacy is important to us, the companies will respond and they'll give us privacy. We need to demand it as, this is what we want. And so that's their job in the free market, is to respond to what the American consumer wants to do. And if we want privacy, they'll adapt.
Well, I think the flock cameras have really brought it to the forefront. As I've seen a lot more people talk about it or go, what? And they want to educate themselves. And maybe it'll work its way back to the inside the car thing.
Is it the same thing as like red camera laws, or what is it called? The red
flag laws?
Red flag. No, they had cameras.
The red camera. Red light cameras.
Different. The flock cameras.
Light cameras.
Different.
Yeah, the flock cameras are using AI to do specific targeting and follow you. So, I mean, flock cameras are a real danger. And it is, it's been widely abused. You can tap into them. They're not just following the bad guys. They're following everybody all the time. And there's been a lot of documentation of that. People are posting on social media all the time. There was just a story that broke recently. A law enforcement officer was actually arrested because they're abusing it to spy on their boyfriend or the girlfriend. I forget the whole story, but they were accessing the data just to spy on their significant other over 50 times, tracking.
Oh yeah, I did see something about that.
And now
and because it's a private company, people have access to these things, and we just need to be aware of what's going on and say, hey, we don't want that. We want privacy. If you're going to have these AI type cameras, they should be going after foreign actors, not the American people.
And they have the newer ones that they're coming out with that can pick up your phone ID and then see the next place you went and the next place you went and the next place you went, along with your license plate.
Geo-tracking you.
Yeah, geo-tracking. So it's, there's guardrails that have to be created because it is new technology, but we have to be educated.
Oh, we have to do it. Like somebody's got to be the big pusher of that.
Right.
It's become my pet peeve.
Well, let it be your pet peeve. Yeah, well, then hammer it on Facebook or Instagram. You have been. Okay, I got to go look. I'm just looking at your beauty queen
every day. So somebody said to me the other day, they go, Kristen, are you looking at politics? I'm like, well, I was asked to run last year, but for this year, and I said no. I just have issues. I
just care.
You just care about certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not interested in
as you should
doing your job. I will leave that to the professionals.
You can be a patriot and just talk to the community, spread the word. I mean, I talk about this. You're one of 435 in Congress. You can pass legislation. You can change things going in Congress, but we equally have to create the value system in our communities. If we don't appreciate our freedoms in our communities, it doesn't matter what I do in Congress. We need to really make sure what's important, our faith, our freedoms, things that our country is founded on, we need to bring it back. Like I was saying earlier, the enemy is at the gate, and these midterms, the Democrats, socialists are winning the primaries. Right. They're winning because the next generation, they feel that they've been sold out, that they don't even know what freedom looks like, and they feel like they have no opportunity. But all the great American opportunities, the American dream, was created as a result of our personal liberties, of our freedoms here. So we have to go back to that as a value system. Our faith, our freedom, and prosperity will inevitably follow because it creates opportunity and for the individual to flourish, to be the most excellent version of themselves in a country that allows them to do that.
Adele just brought up a good point here. She's totally into politics, and
just a little bit. We love it.
Adele, I know she's something. And I forgot about this. She's in the process possibly having to sue her homeowners association because there's a gentleman that has a camera inside his home, but he points it right for the elevator, whatever, so he can follow every move that certain people make. And there's no policy or oversight within the HOA, so she's having to create a fuss to get something done about that.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it goes back to
That's what we have to do. We have to stand up, speak out, because if we don't, it's just the same thing will keep happening. And so a little fight, sticking your neck out there and making a change is what we all need to do.
Right. Yeah. Well, it changes what our community's actually mindset on security. Like probably most people in her building don't even know that's going on, but this lawsuit will bring it to life. And now more people appreciate their privacy.
Now, switching gears a little bit, I've heard, and again, this is new to me because it's a new district, that the talk has been that District 22 has big shoes to fill on the financial side of making sure that the new district doesn't lose anything based on the old district being what it was and the person running it. What is your plan for the district on keeping some of those, basically the money's coming in from, because the district's changed and how that's going to divide up is still all in play?
You mean from
like Kyle said early on.
Sorry, go ahead.
What Kyle was referring to early on, this is actually the largest agriculture district east of the Mississippi. You have 4 counties, Palm Beach, Broward, Hendry, and Collier County. So it is as diverse and as big as you can get. We have agricultural and farming, people concerned about the clean water and supporting our farmers. We have to keep our beaches pristine. We want to support energy dominance, but we don't want to hurt our beaches or have the offshore drilling off our Florida coast. So there's a lot that we have to deal with. And you have the East Coast and the West Coast. So there's quite a bit there. So I think what we have to do is just really fight for everyone. And we have this is such an extraordinary district because it actually has so much to offer, has ports. I mean, there's opportunity for jobs. So it's about having somebody that represent properly each part of this district and everybody's values and going out there and fighting on their behalf. So it's, you have to go to Congress. You have 435 members. You got to fight with everyone. You have to have caucuses. You have to really put yourself out there and make sure that you have somebody that's ready to do what it takes to make sure that this district is represented properly and it gets all the benefits and appropriations that it's supposed to get. And we'll fight for everything.
And you do have to stay on that because that's Mario D'Espilart was here forever, and we got our veterans nursing home or veterans assisted living, whatever the final title will be. And I think this
is the workshopping, isn't it?
Shopping. We want I want a hipper name, but they are going to name it after a Medal of Honor recipient from Florida, so it'll be named after.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
Good.
On veterans, real quick.
Everything we can for the veterans. I mean, we had I got the endorsement by the Veterans for America First. We've had endorsements from Peggy Brown and John Erbst, John Brody, all veterans. Brigadier General Chris Eddy has been supporting. And I think we're going to have a lot more veterans jumping in to support us to make sure we win in November.
Yeah, it's pretty important. Yeah, I was going to say this back to the district size of this. This is something that Michael and I have been strategizing basically for the last almost 3 months. The Democrats think they can win this. And this is going to be something, I mean, you've been here for a very long time. We're pretty newer, but we still love the way Collier County has always been read. Half of Collier County could be represented by a Democrat if we don't get serious. And so this primary is very, very, very important. And a lot of people over here are worried about that. And they're being scrupulous about the primary candidates, which they should be. You should go and get involved and make sure that you're coming to the forums and hearing from all the candidates. But this is a very, very important race. I mean, it really is. And I don't think it's as red as we think it's going to be at the end. I think there's going to be a good turnout of Democratic votes in the general. And so we got to make sure that a candidate gets in there that can win. And so
you got to turn out the Republicans to vote because they don't normally like to go out to vote for this.
Midterms. Yeah. Midterms are usually less. Yeah. We got to get out.
Midterm is important just in this district alone.
Yes.
And water's going to be a big thing, which it's interesting because Republicans don't normally talk about those things.
Right.
But because of where we are in Florida, it is our thing.
You have to.
And I think it's an everybody thing, but they're going to hammer on a lot of those issues that we don't normally talk about.
Right.
But I also believe the water can literally has been kicked down the road since I can remember years ago when I started hearing about pumping saline or the salt water into the aquifer up in Hillsborough because they're having a water problem because the development has, preceded
Right.
the infrastructure. All of a sudden, I'm starting to sound like I'm on the wrong side of the beach here,
Right. Yeah.
And I'm going, but it's my issue because I live here. It's going to affect my property values. It's going to, we don't think about these things on a daily basis, but I'm not anti-development. I'm like, can we just go back to the way it was in the 90s where we had infrastructure and then development?
And then develop.
And the infrastructure was supported by the developer. They had to,
there was like it was a good flow. And now we've gotten away from that. I understand 2008 happened and we had to, make things happen. But I think people are looking for some of that to come back, and water is going to be an issue.
What's really interesting, there's this idea that Republicans don't care about the environment, but it was the Republicans that are actually ones that always cared the most. It was Teddy Roosevelt that started the national park system. It was Richard Nixon that started the EPA. When it comes to the Democrats, they don't want to save the environment. They want to stop production completely. They're not environmentalists. They're activists. They want to shut down our ability to have a community, the ability to generate energy. They want us to have no fossil fuels, no oil. Even if it's clean coal, they don't want it. They want to be activists and shut down our country. Our economy depends on energy. Yep. So we can be good stewards, take care of our community, but have a forward approach to business and the economy at the same time. There can be a balance. It's not one or the other. That is the wrong mentality that the activist Democrats try to push. Yeah. We can do both as good stewards.
I agree with that.
Okay, Michael, well, tell us how we can get in touch with you, all your social media and etc. Website.
Sure. So the website is michaelcarbonara.com. That's CARBONARA.com.
I always get hungry when I think of your name, Italian food.
Yeah, same here. And our social media handles are mcarbonarafl.
FL, got it. Mm-hmm. Well, Michael, thank you so much. Thank you for making this happen.
For having us.
Yeah. Hope your toe gets better.
I hope so too. It's all that door knocking and walking around. Yeah, it doesn't help the golf swing. I tell you what, I had to cancel golf this week because of it. So yeah,
that's hard. I know. Well, Michael, thank you so much for being here, and
thank you so much.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on today. Take care.
Yeah. What a nice young man.
No, I thought it was very informative.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. He's an entrepreneur and all the stuff. He's a businessman and got a good head on his shoulders. So there we go.
It's not my district, but I liked what I heard.
Yeah.
I do like what I heard. And I know people from the district. So
right.
It's your district, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're.
Now that I realize what it is, I'm like, because I know everybody in 19, then all of a sudden it was like, I have to go out and study everybody. There's only a couple. Okay, so
there's only a couple running. Yeah,
I think I saw Vera come in. I think we'll do Vera. Or should we do Miss Cat Lester?
Well, I have Cats right here.
Let's bring Miss Cat up. Miss Cat,
I can do the intro for Cat. Cat Lester is the founder of Root and Rise Milling, a Southwest Florida cottage micro bakery built on love of traditional baking and ingredient transparency. She comes from a long line of bakers, and she says baking has always been her love language. And I've heard she has treats for us. We probably should have given her a little time to set up. She created Root and Rise Milling using fresh milled whole grains that are third-party tested for glyphosate residue. That's a big cut. That's a big word nowadays.
Is that the plastic stuff?
That's the plastic stuff, right? Can she hear us back there?
I think she's probably getting her bag of stuff.
Okay,
ready.
No worries. Well, because I love baking. I love to eat the baking. I don't know about you, but it's a good thing.
I like to eat the batter.
Really?
No, not really. She's got a whole bag of goodies.
Oh, okay. So we have to give her a little time to set up.
Time to get set up and everything. That's okay.
Come on in.
Come on in, honey. We'll
do your thing. We'll talk about you while you're doing it.
Yeah.
She says every loaf batch of pasta and baked good is made in small batches from freshly milled grain preserving the bran, germ, and endosperm for exceptional flavor and nutrition. Well, that means it keeps it that whole flavor.
Yes.
And Kat is passionate about helping people understand what their food is and giving them the confidence to choose ingredients they can trust. Well, I got to tell you, I never used to look at labels. I don't know about anybody else, but
I do the same thing now.
and now I just stop. I just shop the edges of the grocery store because I look at stuff and I get kind of confused. And if I can't pronounce it, and then I just don't want to deal with it. So I just don't eat it.
Well, there you go.
My daughter and I went through this phase where if it came in a package, we didn't eat it.
Yes.
If it was prepackaged, we didn't touch it. We did that for about 3 months.
And the only I eat this special bread that is like cream cheese and something. It's not really bread, air foam. I don't know what it is. And then but Alfie Oaks is sourdough bread because it only has 3 ingredients, and that's what it should have.
That's what it should have.
That's something that we like to meet. Oh, girl, you speaking my language.
Luann says use your Bobby app. Okay, so there's an app I should have according
Bobby
to
app. Well,
Bobby
we have to learn with the. Oh God,
more things for me to learn.
I'm
this
just
week.
getting tired of learning, but now we have the one and only
Kat Lester.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Oh, we're excited. And this is why we're excited.
These are one of my bestsellers.
Oh wow!
I can see why.
Yes.
Roots and Rides. This is an oatmeal cream pie. I lived on this as a kid.
Wow!
And you've got some serious cream in here. It's not like those skinny.
I've never
skinny
heard of
things.
oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, you're from up yonder. That's why.
I'm a northerner. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I've lived here for a long time, but I've never heard of an oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
They're delicious.
Well, first, where are you located?
Yeah.
So,
I love this.
So I am a micro bakery. I'm located out of Cape Coral, Florida.
Okay.
You can right now you can find me every Sunday at Babcock Ranch Farmers Market.
Okay.
I also have pickup locations in Cape Coral and in downtown Fort Myers. So yep, if people follow along on my Instagram, you'll see that I do test bakes that I usually are adding to my menu. I'm currently working on einkorn pasta and
Einkorn pasta.
Einkorn pasta. So it's an ancient grain.
Oh.
So it is a little bit different than modern wheat that we make. So people that are gluten sensitive, not celiac. Celiac's a whole other animal.
It's a whole other animal. Yeah, yeah.
Find that it is more easily digestible. I actually have a friend that he has gluten sensitivities. He gets stomach pains, he gets hives. So when I first started this, he agreed to be my sacrificial lamb.
Oh,
So good for him.
So I test things on him, and he's actually able to handle einkorn with no response. Now,
oh wow!
How do you spell that?
it's EINKORN.
And that's a grain. Einkorn.
Yes. So it's an ancient grain. It actually holds the same DNA structure as it did thousands of years ago. It is non-hybridized because it actually self-pollinates.
Wow.
So where you have a DNA structure that has 14 chromosomes versus modern wheat that has 42 because of the hybridization.
Right.
Yep.
More things I'm learning about that growing up, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandmother gardened, she baked. I did the tomatoes every year to separate the tomato from the skin. So it just was like part of life, and the food was part of life.
Yes.
The natural food came from the garden, and then you move to Florida and your life changes.
Yeah. Well, you think it should still stay in the good way because you have the vegetables, the fruit, and whatever. But
it's changed so much, and bread for
has.
me has been a thing because I don't do anything enriched.
That's good.
And I can't find anything good to eat because so much of it is enriched unless it's a gluten-free.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Even the organics, sometimes I question because there's corn. They're corn-based, or there's some sort of base in there that I'm like, is this really?
Part of this is People have made bread the villain.
Yeah.
Bread's the villain. Right?
Bread's not the villain. It's the stuff in it.
It's what it's
Yeah.
made from.
Yeah.
And when the Florida Bread Report came out at the beginning of the year, that's when, because I'm more of a why person than like what's happening. So they did the Florida Bread Report. They pulled 10. 8 out of the 10 tested positive for glyphosate.
Oh.
Right. And I realized that a lot of people don't realize what glyphosate actually is.
Right.
Glyphosate is the main ingredient in a lot of, it's like an herbicide weed killer. Right.
That's nice.
So the farmers use it either pre-harvest to prevent or post-harvest for drying. And that's why people were very upset, because there was a very popular brand that tested positive and everyone felt betrayed.
What was the brand?
Dave's Killer Bread. Right?
That's
okay.
expensive.
Oh, it is. Now,
It used to be good.
People didn't realize it, neither did I. And this is where I went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I love those rabbit
of
holes.
like what the terminology means.
Yeah.
Dave's Killer Bread actually didn't do anything wrong. Certified organic is a process, not a product.
Yeah.
Certified organic is a process, not a product.
That's correct.
Okay.
So they go through the process and they say, I am not spraying with glyphosate. This is my process. I get USDA certified status. They tested my product. I am non-GMO, which is factual. But that does not mean that when you come back and I test positive that I lose my status, because I've proved that I've done everything right. That doesn't mean that drift doesn't happen, that neighboring fields didn't spray and the wind blows, that my grain didn't go into a truck that had a different product in it. Because when people go to a bread aisle and they see
hundreds,
right, they see hundreds,
oh.
They assume these are all individually owned companies, right?
Oh, because not another conglomerate.
Because they see all of these products and they have a choice of what they want, and they think that they're choosing the best possible. But what they don't realize is that there's very few partnering companies. So you may have 5 or 6 brands that are all owned by the same parent company.
Wow.
It's like tennis balls.
There's
Penn and Wilson.
Absolutely.
They come off the same thing. They just go down different
lanes when they get packaged.
Yeah.
It was the same thing when I started in the beauty industry, and people are looking at nail polishes, right?
You have to have OPI.
You have
Yeah.
low grade, mid grade, and you have your high grade. You get what you pay for. So OPI, all of those higher brands, you're most likely getting the same product in their packaging.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like Costco and all the other brands that are right next to it. Wow. So how is that the definition? Organic is a process. It's not a product.
There's organic, there's certified organic, which gets tested. And people look at me strange when I tell them that, and this is not an official term, this is just my standard. I am beyond certified organic.
Nice.
I buy grains that are third-party tested for glyphosate residue for every single batch. I do not use any store-bought flour in any of my foods. I mill.
You mill everything.
Everything, and they are all third-party tested. I mill it, I cool it, and it goes directly in. So you are getting all of the bran, the germ, the endosperm, that when you get store-bought flour, right, it's been stripped out because it's created to be a shelf-stable product, not something for your body. It was made to last.
Well, there was a gentleman I follow from Scotland because of the soccer, but he's been living in the U.S. And he said one of the first things he noticed was when he went to the grocery store, and immediately I'm like, oh, there's not that much stuff like we have. He said, no, when I buy something and I get it home, how it doesn't last. The bread only lasts 4 or 5 days. It doesn't last 2 weeks in my pantry. Right. It only lasts a few days. And he goes, forget the portions and all that kind of stuff. He goes, I was just blown away because he's got kids, so he buys bread.
Yeah.
And when he gets home, it doesn't last. He goes, I realized Oh, it was lasting because of what's
preserved, all the
because
crap.
it's preserved.
Yeah.
And
So,
then I was having a conversation with somebody the other day because of where I grew up in Connecticut. Wonder was on one end. It was, and of course, Wonder Bread was like, we always used to joke, if you got Wonder Bread, it was a big deal back in the 70s when I was growing up. And then we had Pepperidge Farm up the line.
that was a big one.
Original Pepperidge Farm. And my grandmother would only buy the Pepperidge Farm bread because she said Wonder Bread was like paste. She was a caterer. And that's what she would use in her sandwiches and her catering. And I would do the rolling out for the tea sandwiches and all that stuff. But it's changed. My aunt and I had a conversation. She goes, it's really changed so much. Oh, because of it's been bought out and the way they want to stabilize it on the shelf. Because before she would say the same thing. It didn't last on a shelf. I was like, all these years I've been still buying Pepperidge Farm, but no.
Doesn't make any difference. I know. As soon as I'm thinking about this. So you actually mill the product and people come to your establishment to buy flour?
So as a cottage baker, so I bake out of my home.
Okay.
So I have my mills. So I have to stay very organized because I'm still in the beauty industry. I still do permanent makeup. I actually have a day.
Later. I need some eyeliner.
Same.
Hit me up.
Same.
Hit me up. 12 years into the industry.
I get a twofer.
I get my bread on my eyes.
So I have a milling day. So I get all of my grains. That's the day that I mill. That's the day that I separate for all of my recipes for the week. So it goes directly from my mill and directly into my baking. So there you are getting all of the nutrients that's in there.
What made you decide to start this?
Honestly, it was a calling. It was just
you were like,
it just was. It was one of those things because I've been in the beauty industry for 21 years, right? And when I started going down and realized the EPA and our choices and what the food industry is doing, I have come from a long line of bakers. Baking has been my love language my entire life.
Nice. Love that.
I'm an anxiety baker.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets you out of thought loops.
Nice.
And I love baking and feeding people. It's one of my joys. And when I realized that there's not an option for these parents that want to feed their kids a clean product, right?
You have to.
Right? It's a lottery. I wanted to create a product that I could give people an option. It's just an option. I'm not saying that everybody needs to do this. It really depends on what your priorities are.
Right.
And whatever it is, it's fine. But I wanted to give an option to people that I could say, I've gone above and beyond to not only give you a clean product, it's a nutritionally dense product. It's good for your body, your health, your children. And I've taken away the guessing. I've taken away the lottery of, is there glyphosate in this? Is there not?
Yeah.
We don't really know.
How do you know?
It's possible, but I'm transparent.
Right.
Because I try to use certified organic products whenever I can, like any of my sugars, any of my ingredients. I try to be, that's the best that you can do.
Right.
The only thing that I can do that's certified glyphosate residue free is my grains. That is something that I won't compromise on because I want to be transparent
but it's a clean
simple.
base at that point.
Absolutely.
You got to have
It's so hard. It's so hard to just eat that.
And I'm telling you, the difference that you feel in your body.
Difference.
Yeah. I can tell you when I recently we got takeout, and it was I used to love their food. It was from Carrabba's.
Oh.
And they have the bread with the dip. Yeah. And now we make that at home, And I was like, oh, I'll just have a little.
Forget it.
Well, first, looking at the oil they give you were just kind of grossed out. I'm not going to lie. But then the bread just it looks like it has some density to it and stuff. But then afterwards, I'm like, oh, is it the pasta or the bread or both that are bothering me right now? And it's subtle. But when you eat clean, and then you eat something like that,
Something's got bad junk. Yeah, you feel it.
You notice, I almost feel like I'm getting the flu or something some days, like especially if I have chemically laid meats or anything like that, any kind of protein that's got it in it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like, "Oh, am I getting the flu? And then I wake up the next day fine, and it was the digestion of the byproducts of it's wild.
It's definitely different. It's different. It I eat it on a daily basis. It's part of my pre-workout, it's my post-workout, because I can eat a couple pieces of my bread, sourdough, my honey wheat, any of it. I'm sustained for hours.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole food.
And it doesn't sit heavy.
Yeah, nice.
And what you're going to notice is the difference in it is that there's a bite to it.
Yeah. Yes, you can always taste it, especially in the fresh sourdough. I know, I love that.
You can even smell the difference. Just opening the bag.
Oh, wow.
It feels a lot.
Making me hungry, guys.
Listen, I'm going to make you smell the bread.
Your face looks like Adele Amico's when she cooks Italian. I mean, she's
lights up.
I can just tell your face when you're
because
talking
of the
about
difference.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking my own personal experience. I am not saying that this is going to go across the board for anybody that eats it. I'm not making any claims, but the amount of hair growth, nail growth, my blood work, just from making the change alone. I just went and visited my family in Texas and finally got to bring them all of my bread. And my mom calls me because she's diabetic. My brother's diabetic. And we threw it out and I fed them the whole week. And I kept telling her, I was like, just check your blood sugar. She was like, it doesn't do anything.
Wow.
It doesn't do anything.
Wow.
And she called me the other day and she's like, I just want to tell you, and maybe it has nothing to do with it, but I just lost 3 pounds. Just changing, because when you're changing your carbs for something that your body uses, it recognizes it. It recognizes
help with the gut health.
Oh, absolutely. It's actually a prebiotic.
Well, so you're helping
Is
your
it
gut health.
prebiotic or prebiotic?
Prebiotic.
What's that? What is it?
Meaning that when it goes into the digestive tract, it is opening up your body to absorb all the nutrients from everything you eat better throughout the rest of the day.
Got it.
So, you know how people sourdough kick,
Oh, yeah.
it's breaking things down. Same thing.
But you're laying a good base if it's as a prebiotic, and then you're not. Yeah, it's
my sourdough is I call it a nutritional powerhouse, because you're not only getting all of the nutrition because the flour is alive.
You can actually eat a sandwich now,
because
I just eat the inside of a sandwich. I never eat the actual sandwich.
You can
like when I eat
take it off
or anything.
And I've even created a heritage grain sourdough. So it's exclusive ancient grains for my gluten sensitive people. So there is absolutely no modern wheat in it. I
wonder how much it helps improve or repair some of your gut issues when you're eating something that has that kind of property to it. I don't know enough about the space, but it seems like it would enhance.
It would have to.
It would help heal some of the situation that's been created by some of the bad food that's happened.
I would
assume people who are more sensitive, but even for people who are not.
Yes. So I always recommend, and I always make sure that when I talk to people about it, is make sure you're not celiac. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very different.
Now I hear a lot about that.
Yeah.
A guy on Fox News, he has celiac, whatever it is, celiac. Well, it's not disease, is it? Celiac.
No, it's
issues.
Right. It's a gluten.
It's a gluten
sensitivity.
How did this whole gluten thing? We didn't have that in earlier days, did we? Gluten issues, or we did and we didn't know about it.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
It's hard to say. The rolling mill started in the early 1900s. So, that's why the part of root and rise, I want to bring it back to the roots.
Bring it.
Bring it back to the
roots. Nice. That's how you got your
name. Even bread is even biblical.
Of course.
Bread. Bring it back.
So what goodies did you want us to?
Yeah, to smell so we can
be hungry when we're done today.
Oh, listen, I'm going to leave all of this staying here.
I
even brought my
we got bread.
If I could toast it for you, I would toast it.
Look at you smiling. Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, we're going to try some bread."
So this is my signature honey wheat.
Oh man.
It's just there's a difference. There's a difference. Just
It's a beautiful package too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, this is freaking incredible. And I love bread. I just don't eat it anymore.
Yeah, I
Right.
know. That's
Right.
Oh wow.
Let Dee smell it. Don't
Oh
get
yeah.
out of her.
Sorry, Dee. I didn't mean to leave you out.
Yeah.
I wish we had a
She can
camera
eat that
here.
with her Hershey's Kisses.
She's like nodding.
I'm leaving this here for you guys.
Oh,
It's a
Yeah,
gift.
but do.
Yes, I listen. I even brought my toaster, so if we wanted to toast some things, I've got honey butter. I try to source as many things as I can locally. So I use Walker's Farm honey in all of my bread and all of my baked
Walker's
goods.
Farm.
Wow.
So you can't
It's off of Slater Road. They are an amazing couple. Amazing couple. Love them.
Okay.
Walker's Farm. I have to call Jean, see if she knows who they are.
I would bet
I
that
bet
they
because
do.
her family came here in the late 1800s. So
They've-
I'm
yeah,
sure
they've
they're
Yeah,
affiliated
yeah.
some way
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And what's that other thing Robert put up there? Just
Oh, so
Yes.
I have people that have celiac and they can't have any gluten. So I had to staying within my mission of what I'm doing. I created bourbon vanilla candied pecans so I could offer people that can't have gluten.
bourbon. Say that again.
Bourbon vanilla.
Candied pecans.
Wow. I'm not a pecan person, but
I-
that sounds incredible.
I want you.
I have people in my family who are. I'll try one.
Pecan, yeah.
I mean, I'll eat them. I just don't go go out and
You
hunt for them.
might. You might after you try.
She's-
I'm
I love your passion.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm telling
When we
you.
get people on the show who are so passionate
Right.
about what they do,
love
it's
feeding people. And you know what my favorite is? Children. I love children because I look at them when they try my stuff because you're going to get an honest response.
yeah.
Okay, they're not going to lie to you. They're not going to
Yeah, no, they're not going to sugarcoat it.
smoke. They're going to look at you with a true response. And I look at them, test my cookies, and they love it. I'm like, yes.
Then you know that's the good.
No, they're gonna be honest. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So where do we?
Well, yeah.
We've got. I'm like, oh, we have to get to other guests.
So,
Yeah.
so they're right now following me on Instagram. Root and Rise Milling is the best because I'm always putting up my menus. I am working on things behind the scenes.
Okay.
I am in the baby stages of what I want this to be because I want to start a fresh milled flour revolution.
Well, your passion will take you, I think, there.
Thank
for
you.
sure, because you can feel it sitting here talking to you.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm will definitely help get you there. I think this is a movement that
Thank you for having
has
me.
come
So
at the right
excited.
time too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because people are really getting into their health.
Yes.
And I invite you, don't forget to go on 239 Live
Yes.
Connect, our
Do
group
that.
page.
Yeah.
We invite the audience to join 239 Live Connect, but also our guests to go on there and put your information
Absolutely.
so that people know where to find you, or if you're doing a farmer's market, put it on there.
Absolutely.
Keep connected. It's a connection page for our audience and our guests.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
just so I can be clear, if we wanted to pick up some of your products, we would go where?
Go to my Instagram.
Okay,
And
I'm
I
here.
usually
You mail it?
So what I usually do is I will accept pre-orders depending. I put up if my menu for the week
Okay.
that I'm going to be at Babcock Ranch. I'm also working on an ordering platform for my pickup locations.
Nice.
So I'm going to be on, I believe it's called, is it Shopify?
Shopify, yeah.
Okay.
So that should be up shortly. I was using Hot Plate, but I'm switching over because
Shopify's simple.
yeah.
It's
So
easy-
and I also
it's
have
an easy
people
use.
that are now wanting me to start to mail them things. I have people. It's very interesting that I
But with the shelf life, you have
Yeah.
to stay within a
yes.
certain.
So it will be 2-day shipping.
Okay.
2 days shipping.
Yeah.
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 So that way that it gets there. My bread holds up very well because people are like, well, the shelf stability. When you put it in the refrigerator, it extends the life for about 10 to 12 days. Great in the freezer. And I actually recommend for
Taking
people that
pieces
have
out, yeah.
blood sugar issues to freeze it anyway. It actually changes it into an insulin resistant starch in the body. So when you freeze the bread, you take it out, you toast it, it actually reduces the blood sugar spike by 30%.
Well,
I'm all for
I
that.
need to have your little root and rise tips.
Yeah.
Because that was Pretty special right there.
Oh, if there's ever any questions, I love connecting with people. Anytime that I sell my starter, I love when they message me and I walk them through. And I love seeing the passion of creating something in their kitchen ignite. And I
see your starter
Thank
kit right
you.
here.
I was like, you
Yeah.
guys have to follow this person from
Yeah,
today's
yeah.
show.
And I get photos and they send me their bread and they send me their crumb shots. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, yay, get excited.
Get excited. Well, you've
Get
got me excited. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm supposed to be paying attention to. I'm too busy trying to figure out how to get your.
Bring in our next guest, but
Yes, absolutely. Thank
we'll
you so
definitely
much.
try
Yes,
that in the
try
back.
it.
When we're
Thank
done.
you so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it and
Super excited.
thank you.
Yeah. Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you.
Oh, wow. Wowie woozy.
I am looking at her page and
It's very nice.
she has a lot of her, when she posts, like her pre-orders,
Right.
sold out,
Sold
sold out, sold out.
I got to keep in touch with her there.
I'm excited to try it because back in the day, my grandmother used to go to the grocery store, then go to the farmer's market, and then every Saturday we'd go to the place that had the strawberries or whatever. And we would always have to do something and, do 15 stops. And I think we're getting back to that where we have to do 15 stops.
Exactly. Robert, would you ask her to come up front? Yeah, she
Here,
was
let me put that
awesome.
over here,
Yeah.
out of your way.
No, I'll keep it over here. No.
We're gonna fight over it. We're gonna fight over the loaf.
let me put it.
When I go to leave, I'm gonna be like, "What bread? We didn't have
How
the bread."
about put it on lockdown? Let's just go through our sponsors while we have.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Many
Happy
right
to.
here.
Our partners, thank you so much for being part of the 239 Live team. We have Amherst Roofing, a great
Good
partner.
time to get your roof checked out now before hurricane season starts, so you got your facts.
Absolutely. Double check, make sure everything's good. Frank and Sons Moving and Storage. The movers who care about service. Remember, I said don't do it yourself. Save your back.
Yes.
Royal
Save your back.
Scoop. Life is short. Eat dessert. Matt Moen. Many locations.
As a matter of fact, if you come up here to see the new studio, I have some ice cream cards that you can get free
Nice.
scoops.
Get a free scoop.
But you have to be here to pick it up.
You have to come pick it up. And then Southwest Florida Veterans Alliance, Inc., helping veterans. What's the tagline again?
Serving those who served.
Serving those who served. I got to remember that.
There you go.
And Life in Naples, the magazine of Naples, been around a long time. Great articles, great information about life in Naples.
Owned by Reg and Sandra Buxton, who are fabulous, fabulous people.
And we had Reg on recently.
Yes, he'll be on next week, I think, too.
Oh, awesome. And then 239 Live, Icons of Naples, who I am a host, will be filming here starting in August. I also do coaching and real estate. Happy to be part of the team and partnership, both on studio and behind the scenes. And let's not forget who's not excited for this on August 7th.
Excited.
August 7th, just around the corner, we are having a huge party, open house. It's going to be amazing. I mean, I keep hearing Jimbo and Kevin talk, and we've got some amazing things.
Oh yeah, when you think about
that day,
the music from Sugar Shack and art, and just the fact that all these people haven't seen what the back looks like, and it's always such a great to watch their face.
I've seen the studio, and they come in because it looks so unassuming out front, and then they come in and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know all this was back here." So we are at 5701 Houchin Street, suite number 2. Scan the code to RSVP. You can scan it right on your screen with your phone.
And as Jimbo says, if something comes up and you're around, you haven't reserved,
just come by.
Just come on
by.
Come by. Yeah, don't worry.
Just come by. It's an open house, so it's a free flow of people, live music, live art, beer, wine, and other refreshments and more.
Yes. Yes. And speaking of more, we have another wonderful guest that is going to join us. This is the political season, so we run into
I did my show, my pre-post. I said, now remember, it's political season.
Yes, of course.
We'll have anybody on to hear their point of view.
Yeah, if they call and say, hey, we'd like to be on, and I'm like, okay, good.
We'll have you on.
Ask a few questions, and if they pass the test, no, just kidding. then they can
try to make it an informative session.
Well, here is going to be a very interesting guest. This is Judge Vera Bergman.
Well, Aspiring judge.
Aspiring judge. Oh, you're an attorney, right? You're aspiring judge. Okay. All right. Oh, it doesn't say reelect. I'm sorry, my bad. Aspiring judge for the 20th Circuit Judge. And you've been practicing law for 45 years.
Over 45 years, that's right.
You started that when you were 10?
I actually was young. I was 21.
Really? When you passed the bar? Oh,
Well, actually, you can start practicing if you are working under seasoned attorneys, like at the state's attorney's office.
right.
And that's what I did.
That's what you did.
Yes, I was a student at Loyola University College of Law in Chicago. And I worked in the state's attorney's office in the homicide unit of the juvenile division.
Oh, wow. That's heavy.
Yes, it was really not what I was cut out for, quite frankly.
Yeah, but you got the background. You got it under your feet. Under your belt, so to speak.
Well, going into being a judge, you probably, it paid off to have that knowledge and education early on.
Yes, that's true. And it did give me some courtroom experience as well.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Right. Although I did switch to an entirely different area of the law that very same summer. And I went to work for International Telephone and Telegraph and Contracts. And then wound up finishing my law degree at night. And I graduated at 22.
Oh, wow. That's pretty special.
That's a lot of work.
To have gone through that and go through the law and get out so quickly.
I graduated with my bachelor's degree the month I turned 19.
So you're smart. So you're a smart cookie, what she's trying to say. What I'm just trying to get across to our thick heads. No, I'm just being silly.
I'm a hard worker. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
And where are you from originally?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Ah, okay. All right. And how long have you been down in Naples? Collier County or Southwest Florida, I should say.
I actually moved here in 1992 in August.
Oh, so you've been here a little while.
Wow, yeah.
Seen a lot, as we say nowadays.
Many changes.
Many changes.
Yes.
Well, interviewing judges and asking them questions, they can't really talk about any of their case stuff, but in generalities, you can, correct?
Yes. We can't talk about anything partisan.
Partisan. Okay.
Because it's a nonpartisan position.
That's right. And the concept of impartiality is so strong that the Florida Supreme Court forbids us from saying anything partisan.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes.
Well, yes, that was always like, some things aren't partisan, but when you start to answer, it may sound partisan. You know what I mean? Especially if there's a certain.
Right.
So you've been here since 92, and what was your
specialty
concentration in?
Well, I stayed with the contracts with the multinational corporations, and that took me actually from Chicago to metropolitan New York City to Philadelphia. And then when I was in Philadelphia, I decided to broaden my knowledge by getting a master's degree in taxation. And I worked in taxation in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. My husband and I were corporate movers.
Oh, yeah, I can see that all around that same.
Right. And then I felt very called to come to Florida because he was going to be working in England and we had to come someplace. And I said, we're supposed to come here. So here we came to Southwest Florida and have been here ever since.
It's a direct flight to England, right? Is that one of the reasons? Because of the direct.
Well, no, he had to go to Miami to catch a flight, actually.
Okay.
But we stayed, and I worked for General Electric when I first came here in the area of U.S. Customs.
Wow.
And then I thought, I want to think about what I want to do next. And I decided to become a mediator. And at that point, after taking the Florida bar and becoming a mediator, I thought, there's a different way to do things as a family law mediator. And I felt very called to be a different kind of family law lawyer, and to be extremely efficient with my clients' money and my use of time. And that's what I committed to. And that's what I've been doing for the last 30 years.
Wow, 30 years. Not trying to be a snotty person, but watching your clients' money as attorneys, that's usually bill them.
I keep billing.
Billable hours are just a constant thing. I used to do work for lawyers and consulting. I never got into that aspect, but I knew it was very important that you get those billable hours in there, but you have to be smart about it.
That's true. And you do not have to, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. And an example of that is asking for voluminous financial documents. Many of those are really completely unnecessary for a particular people's cases, especially if they're two W-2 employees.
Exactly.
And I said, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to play those games. And I figured that if that was my attitude and I let the people help figure out how they wanted their case to be, and I put the whole concept of keeping the family amicable, that would pay off. And I made a very good living from it. And in fact, I'm not taking this job as a judge before a pay increase.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's drawn you to want to be a judge now from mediation?
There's a couple of different things. One of them is that I personally feel ready to be a decision maker as opposed to a zealous advocate. And I think there's a lot that goes into being a decision maker, including life experience. And I have a lot of that.
Yeah.
And although judges apply the law, we don't make the law by substituting our personal opinions. There is still a great deal of discretion given to judges in their decision making. So I think that if you have somebody who has run a business, who has been through a divorce, who has been through the death of loved ones, you are better prepared to make those discretionary decisions. And secondarily, there is a real lack of family law practitioners amongst the judiciary in the 20th Judicial Circuit. And there's a reason for that, because recently, and by recently I mean the last several years, the retiring and resigning judges have not done so at a time when they are up for election. And elections are every 6 years for a circuit court judge. So when that happens and they retire or resign in, say, May of some year, it's the governor who winds up appointing the replacement. And the governor in recent years has generally appointed people who come from the government or public service. That's not who practices family law.
Right.
And as a and they
So we have a gap.
Yeah,
in this circuit.
there is a gap. And as a result of that gap, I can tell you that there is one open position in family law right now in Lee County, and there is an open position at this moment in Collier County. And as a result of that, a whole week worth of trials had to be canceled in Collier County.
Oh my gosh. So that means families have to wait again to get back on the docket, to get back in line, to get their case seen or heard.
That's exactly right.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's too bad.
Yes. So again, we need more diversity within the judges. We need more family law judges.
And we've grown.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
Yeah,
gone
it's
from
community.
retirees, Collier County especially, have gone from, that median age has dropped, and we have more schools. And I started, there was only 3 high schools. Okay, now look at us.
Yeah.
So
Eight.
it seems like it's playing also a little bit of catch up to the demographics that we have in the growth.
Oh, our court system is definitely overburdened. And in fact, there have been judgeships that have been awarded to this area, but they haven't been filled because of, I guess, financial constraints within the state as a whole. It's not just us. There are
So
other
it's overall. I wonder
it's
how
overall.
that has to do a lot, I think, with our growth as well as just attrition.
Absolutely.
Judges are there for a while usually. And then, because I know most people, it's also one of those places on a ballot. Like I have people reach out to me and I'm not you, Lois. I don't know a lot of these people, but because I know a little bit, they're like, so what do you think about the judges? Should I vote for anybody? I said, well, do some research. But because it's nonpartisan, it's very difficult to find information on judges unless you go out and meet them, speak to them,
or find people that know them.
find people that know them, maybe can do some research on the decisions that they've made. So some people just don't even vote on it.
Just leave it. That's true.
Yeah, that's correct. There are more people who vote in the primary than there are people who vote for the judge positions in the primary. And yet those positions will be finished on August 18th. They will not move to November because there's no more than 2 people applying for each judgeship.
So this primary is important
it's
because
very,
and I think more people, or there maybe should be a way that judges can let you know where they stand on some things based on their decisions, like without giving an opinion, but this is the decisions I've made.
That's hard. That's crossing the line there.
Is it? Oh, because it's so hard to find because, we went through this thing the last election with the schools and what they were allowed to teach and a bunch of lawsuits. And so people got involved finally in understanding what a judge does, even because they didn't really pay attention before. And maybe some judges they didn't care for, but then the judges they wanted to have that followed the law, basically, or followed our rights and, all of those things. It's just a little harder, I think, to discern.
Well, part of it too is that not every person applying is a judge, like me.
You're okay.
She's an attorney, right?
Right. That's another thing to keep in mind. But I can tell you where you can find information aside from going to candidate forums. You can also go to the League of Women Voters for questionnaires.
Okay.
You can go to Ballotpedia. They have questionnaires. And the Florida Bar website has a section for the public.
Okay.
And under the public section, you can eventually click on enough things and you wind up.
Go there.
That's right. Click on the icon for vote judge elections or something to that effect. And it does lead you to be able to read the questionnaires filled out.
So that's helpful. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's good.
What was the middle one? League of Women Voters. I have Florida Bar.
Ballotpedia.
Ballot.
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, that comes up on
Mm-hmm.
search all the time.
Right.
And then the Florida
Well,
Bar.
see, now that's helpful to know because if somebody has filled out this questionnaire, at least you can understand in a a nonpartisan way, which is what you want in judicials, is you can at least see what their answers were to get a better educated knowledge of what they
And you
can't
can
get words out on that.
We're gonna be educated.
I'm gonna be
At
educated
the Leering Center.
and we also
like that this morning.
And we also have the opportunity in those questionnaires to list the organizations we've been a part of, charitable, community, professional, so you can learn about how we spend our time.
Right. That's a good thing. And then I said, if you're lucky enough to know, because I have people calling me and I'm always like way low on the judges. So then I call other people like Adele, and she gave me her name and so forth. And
but I just got my ballot yesterday. The pre-ballot.
The pre-ballot. Yeah. We voted.
And I look at it and I'm looking and I'm like, oh gosh, the judges again. And then I found out we're having a judge on, or, somebody running. I'm like, oh, I have so many questions because I'm like, where do I find an answer? Right. But, and I appreciate that. I want a judge who thinks about the law, not about politics. And I think that's where we've gone awry in some of our more public facing.
Yeah, certainly in the national level, there's a lot.
At the bigger level. And I would like to see us get back to, how justice is blind. It's just going to talk about the facts. And yeah, there are some discretionary things because life has some gray. And I think I've watched where they've tried to take some of that gray away from the judges. The little bit I've seen, and I go, well, you kind of have gray because somebody may come in like in your family situations where it's a unique situation or this has rarely come up and you need that discernment.
Well, one of the things is best interests of the children. That is something that is supposed to guide judges in family law cases. That's very broad. So,
Yeah.
having some wisdom in your discretion is a very good thing.
Wisdom is a good thing.
It's a very good thing because you've seen so many things going around this country about children and being taken away from their for whatever reason. I mean, there's a lot of rhyme or reason, but that's got to be one of the hardest things to
Have to decide on, yeah.
decide to weigh in on or so forth. But then you have a lot of judges. I know you can't really probably speak to this who I think overstep their bounds by trying to put a stop to certain things only because someone came in through the back door and said, we need for you to put restrictions on that. How do you stop judges from, how do you say this? Well, trying to stop the illegal processes of ICE, et cetera, and so forth. Can you answer that?
Well, what I can say is that your circuit court judges, which I'm running for, we are basically the spear carriers.
The spear, okay.
In the army of justice, if you will. We are supposed to decide cases regarding money, regarding children, regarding probate, regarding guilt or innocence. And the next level up is more like the officers that tell you how you should be doing your job, and that's the appellate courts. And then you have the generals, that's the state and U.S. Supreme Courts, and they actually lay out the plan. So we are not the ones who lay out the plan at all. And being in state court is different than being in federal court. They are two completely different systems of laws. And so we are much less in the ways of decision makers.
The spear carrier.
And yes, we are the spear carriers. And that's what we should be. Applying the law, not making the law, not
Exactly.
substituting our personal beliefs.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff get turned over in other states on the appellate level. Weirdly, I'll hear about something and then later on I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Seemed kind of weird. It was like out of their purview because it was more a circuit situation, not a state or federal. But they went up there, they wanted to make this decision. And then of course the appellate court turns it over 6 months, 8 months, a year later, whatever it is.
But he did his job to
but that's how the system's supposed to work. But I'm like, wow, what a waste of time. We could have had this done months ago.
Well, Vera, it's been great having you on. Be sure to tell people to watch.
Oh yeah, and where do we find about all information about you? Sorry,
let's go. Quite all right.
I get excited.
Other than getting the mailers in the mail, which I thought, oh, good, I don't have to go.
Now this is you vote on it countywide, right? There's not. No. There's a district.
There is a circuit.
A circuit.
And that's why we call it circuit court.
Okay.
And our 20th Judicial Circuit is made up of almost 1 million voters across Glades, Hendry, Charlotte, Lee, and Collier counties, 5 counties. So everyone, whether you are affiliated with the party or non-affiliated, can vote for the circuit court judge.
Okay.
So that's Lee, Collier, Charlotte, Hendry,
Glades.
Glades. I had a G there. I'm like, what the heck's the G for? Trying to use my acronyms here. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And so to find out more information for you, veraforjudge.com.
That's right.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, this has been a great pleasure having. I know Adele is watching. There's no competition. There's just Vera.
Oh, well,
she's the best promoter ever.
I appreciate the support of everyone who has expressed it for me, and I look forward to gaining even more supporters on August 18th.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for yours. Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity. No, but her bread. Oh my goodness.
Did you taste it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's right. We're going to have a party in the back.
We're going to have a party. We're going to have a party.
We're having a bread party. I can't wait.
Bread and a cookie party.
Bread and cookie party for sure.
Yeah, these seats, we're gonna have to get like little step stools or a little different.
You know what it is?
Well, short
This
people.
counter was built so high that
Yeah,
we
for
had to get
boys,
these,
men.
we had to get these higher stools, but they're built for 6-footers, and we are not them.
Yeah.
Mm.
5'3"ers. Well, you're tall. You're 5'7", 8".
No, I'm 5'4".
You're 5'4". Shh.
Oh well, almost 5'5". But you know what it is? It's all body. I have the shortest legs.
Yeah, yeah.
I have the shortest legs. It's just all body.
It's all upper torso.
Yeah. So
Well, we have one more wonderful guest, and I
have
love these
amazing-
guys.
yeah.
Wasn't she delightful? I mean, that's the hard thing about trying to.
I don't know which one's mine. Here we go. Okay.
I wanted to use the line, "Here come the judge. Here comes the judge." You remember that? I think that was from Laugh-In or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't remember. I don't remember. So our next guest is at Foam Party, Southwest Florida. They are more than just a party company. They are a family-owned business built on service, community, and creating unforgettable memories. Jesse and Logan bring years of experience serving both professionally and personally. As veterans and firefighter-owned business, they take pride in providing safe, professional, and family-friendly entertainment for every event. So we are going to learn about what is a foam party. I am super excited. I think your shirt also helps us see what some of it is.
Thank you. I definitely want to bring something more of a party favor shirt.
And
to
you're
y'all.
Jesse of the
I am
group.
Jesse.
You're Jesse. Okay.
Just to clarify, Logan is my business partner.
Okay.
He's a firefighter with me as well, but he's on duty today. I just came off duty. Just now,
Okay.
so
Well, welcome.
thank you.
Nice,
Thank you for
nice.
having me.
And we want to have an adult foam party. I know most of them are for kids, but
That there is the common misconception. We're going to talk about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, well, how fun is that? So, why did you start this business?
So we were in a stage of me and Logan talking about what to do for businesses. We were bouncing ideas off for a year or two. We just wanted to see what we could do outside of the fire service for the community in itself. And, you know, as firefighters, we were serving the community. We want to bring something to the community that's an experience. So the bounce house thing, we kind of bounced a little bit back and forth. It seemed like it over.
Pun intended.
Yeah, I didn't mean that one. But it seemed very oversaturated market. It seemed like a lot of people were doing it. And then the foam party thing came up, and it seemed like there wasn't much competition around. We did a lot of research because we're kind of crazy, so we go into everything. We just want to look everything up. So we decided to go this route, and we wanted to start something that brought the community closer. And since we're all about community as we are in our service, because he and I are actually both Army veterans,
Right.
so we serve the country, we're serving a community as of right now, and we wanted to start a business that brought the community together as a whole.
Is Jimbo back there? Do you know his son? Have you met his son? He's a fireman. Just
Yeah, he actually, we were talking together about, he just graduated academy. Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to talk on the side about maybe helping him out, getting hired somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. Okay, I love that networking.
Yep, of course. Of course. I'll help anybody out.
All about community.
That's it.
Yeah. And so, what you were in the Army, right?
I was in the Army.
And your
Right.
buddy was in the Army.
He was in the
Or
Army too,
served
2 different times. Yeah, 2 different times. He was infantry. I was air defense artillery. I served in Iraq around 2021 during the whole
Yeah.
build up and everything. So it was fun. Enjoyed my time. Built a lot of great friendships with the guys. I still talk to him. One of the guys, he was on my team. He's basically my brother in a sense. He's the uncle to my kids.
Aw.
So we're very close relationship. So it was a good ride.
Yeah. How long were you in?
6 years.
6 years. That's a
Years,
good
yep.
ride. Okay.
Yep.
Good. So it's great to see when veterans come back. They obviously you put your talents and skills with the fire department in, because we definitely need, between that and the sheriff's department, we need those people with military career.
Mhm.
So are there any other? I'm just not trying to sell you don't have to tell me their name. Are there any other, or what makes your company unique is what I'm saying. I'm asking.
So what makes it unique is, you know, we have this ideology of we're all about preparation. We're all about accountability. We're all about communication and professionalism and reliability. And, you know, to us, that's not marketing words that you just put online and say, hey, listen, this is who we are. We actually believe in it, and we execute it and accomplish it, because this is our mindset. You know, we are trained to do that, and we bring it to the people. And now we're not just a foam party. We're actually, I think last time I was on the show, we've expanded since that.
Wow.
Yeah, already. So we have a guy who I work with, and it's funny how you said at a fire station one day after a call and you're writing reports, and I'm talking to one of the guys, and he's like, "Hey, I got my FAA drone operator license." I went, "Really?" I said, "Do you want to fly a drone for our parties and make some cool film out of it? And maybe we can use that for some marketing tools and some HOAs that want to buy it." And he's like, "Sure, why not?" We just did a party. It was for a business at a church, and he was flying drone around. Fire department was there. We were there, and the people were racing, doing exercises, and we had the drone out.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
and you have to have an FAA licensed operator who is also a firefighter. So all our
To do
people,
that.
yep,
Wow.
all our people are firefighters that are on our crew. We actually just purchased a trailer, enclosed trailer. It's going to be custom wrapped with our logo and everything on it. It's going to have emergency lights on it, just like the fire truck.
Oh, how cute is that?
Oh, the kids must love that.
And that's the
Which
big
horn do
thing.
you have?
I don't, talking about maybe getting a horn or a siren, maybe one day, but for right now, we're gonna have games built out from that, like cornhole, giant Jenga, things of that nature. And then the biggest thing with the lights is not, it attracts the kids, and it's an eyesore. It's a safety thing that people don't realize, because you see emergency lights, usually people slow down or pull over with kids playing right there. So I thought of it as more of a safety feature. So when we show up, I can't have it on the road lights on, it's illegal. But when we show up and park at the event, we flick the lights on, and it tells everyone, "Hey, slow down."
Be careful.
Kids.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So
Well, that's very smart, very unique. So what would you say it's foam. So what do people think? What is their misconception, or what do they think it is when they call you? Do they have a lot of like those questions like what do you do?
So
thing?
we have so first of all, the foam party thing, there's a lot of misconception about it.
Yeah.
This was back in the day, it was all about, at these nightclubs, these
I'm
bars.
thinking midget wrestling.
Yeah. These these
At the VFW, you have to check that out.
I'll have to go check it out then.
Yeah, yeah.
But these, a lot of these old nightclub events, everyone, in their 30s plus thinks about these foam parties there, and they thought it was exclusive, a VIP thing. But they've since then made it to residential areas, HOAs, churches, synagogues, communities, businesses, where people now hire their own private ones, which are now affordable. So the misconception is you can afford a foam party. It's not exclusive anymore.
Yeah.
Another common misconception I get all the time is how old you have to be. And I'm like, usually we don't like let the 1-year-olds go in because they barely can walk, and they generally stay on the outside. But I'm comfortable having a 2 or 3-year-old in there. And then the biggest thing, adults are like, can we go in? I'm like, go. Hey, you pay for the party.
Yeah. Just
And
leave your walker over here.
Yeah, don't trip, don't run. And I just had a party 2 days ago on Sunday in Northport, and the adults have more fun than the kids. Like they were going crazy. And it was a 15-year-old kid child's party, and the adults were in it more, and they just loved it.
So it's the misconception.
I'm looking at it right here.
For kids, but it's for adults, for all ages.
Yeah, and we do neon UV parties for adults.
Wait a minute. Say that again. You do
UV foam adult parties as well.
foam adult parties.
We said
not that kind of adult party.
No. Yeah, well, it's for adults. Usually at nighttime. I guess it could be kids, but we've had a couple people reach out to us, and we set up black lights and different lights, and we launched the foam, and it glows in the dark. It's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh.
That seems really neat.
It'd be for my birthday.
We can do that.
I'll
Do that. Now, how is the cleanup? That's the first thing I'm coming up.
So the cleanup is actually extremely easy, and it also depends on what type of pavement you're on. So the common misconception too, it's, is it safe? It's biodegradable, hyperallergenic. It's great it's fine for the environment. People that have actually allergies or skin issues never had a problem with those people. They love it. It's just nice shampoo without the chemicals.
It's a nice shampoo without the chemicals. So what if you have it on the grass? Because you probably have a lot of it on the grass.
I got before and after pictures. It absorbs into the ground. It does not cause damage to the grass. There is no, it doesn't kill grass. It doesn't harm it at all. Common cleanup, usually the more sun we have breaks it down quicker. Or if I want it gone quicker, I usually have my hose with my nozzle, and I spray it down.
Just to dilute it.
It takes about maybe 15, 20 minutes to
I got the fireman's hose.
I got the upgrade. That's possibly a 3 to 5 year plan if this keeps going well.
Oh,
God, that would be fun.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah, I'm looking at these pictures. I guess this was best day ever. How cute is that
That
shot?
is the YMCA in LaBelle. So my wife does everything you see on the internet. She made the website, she does the marketing, she does the editing of the videos, she does the calls, emails, and I'm just the guy who goes and operates
I
it.
saw the website. It's really
Cute.
great. It's
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I was on there and I'm like, oh, I love this. This is it. You already have a feel as soon as you open it up.
Oh, yeah, that's
Look
awesome.
at that kid's
That's
page.
fun.
Sorry, we're looking at his
No,
page.
keep looking. It's
We're looking at the website. So some people think this might be a safety thing too. So why would people trust to hire you on doing the foam party?
so the whole trust, it's built on consistency with our company. You know, we have on our website, we're firefighters and military, and it's an instant built-in trust. And I've talked to clients before, like, hey, we saw that and we automatically trust you. Now you got to consistently provide and build the trust, you know, through reliability, through professionalism, through preparation. And anything we do, we train on how to set it up, how to break it down, be efficient. I will point out safety issues and hazards at people's houses, like, hey, you know, I don't want it near the pool because, God forbid, for drownings. You know, we unfortunately ran calls on that before in the fire service, and we know I don't want kids near the pool with the foam. Lightning, weather's a bad issue, you know, a major issue. So I have my phone, 5 mile radius, lightning alert. If my phone goes off and alarms, that's it. Well,
Like when we play tennis.
no.
We keep playing. Go. It's
No,
no big
no, not with kids and everything. And I let the parents know, like, hey, listen, we'll sit here and we'll wait. And I did it to one preschool. I sat there for an extra 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm just gonna hang out, just because it's Florida storms and they
It
go by.
passes.
It go by.
It
Yeah, it
goes
goes by
by
fast. So I'm all about the safety. And if we do come into an issue with weather, I don't take the people's money. I'd be like, hey, listen, you have the credit. You can reschedule anytime you want. I'm not gonna take your money. If you don't want to, we'll give you your money back at that point.
Right,
Yep.
right.
So safety, you know, it's built into our culture. It's built into our mindset already because
Well, as a fireman, that
it's
would be your first.
yep.
I think
It's-
our alarm bells go off when you soon as you start looking around, like, oh, that's not a good spot. This is way better. There's obstacles over there. People can slide and get hurt over here. It's like must be automatic for you.
It generally is when I walk in. You know, it's kind of crazy because what we'll do is we'll get the address and we'll go on Google satellite imagery of your address, and I'll look at, you know, is this a good spot to set up? Yeah, there's things around the area I don't like, and we'll start communicating with the owner. I talked to one owner about it last phone party, and she's like, she couldn't believe it. She goes, "You guys are so detailed oriented. It's crazy."
Another
She goes, "How?"
reason for the trust.
And the trust, and that's how you build trust. And she goes, "You've been."
Exactly.
She thought we were doing it for 7 years. I've been doing it for 7 weeks. I swear.
It literally is brand spanking new, but you just already hit your over 1,000 marks for likes.
We hit 1,000. When I came here last for my interview, I had 2 bookings, and I remember I got the first booking right before I came here. And my wife called me. I was on shift. She goes, "Oh my God, we just got a booking!" And I was at the station. I was like going crazy, throwing paperwork around. The guys were like, What's going on with this guy?" I'm like, "I just got my first booking. I can't believe it." We since then have had 13 bookings.
Wow.
This month. We have 11 bookings already in August. And we had to turn some people down because we were triple booked one day. And it's actually gotten pretty, I wouldn't say it's exploded. It's getting a little busier. So
He's good.
it's awesome.
So what are you going to be planning for Halloween themes?
We
Is there anything you don't know yet?
we got some ideas. I
Okay.
got some color foam. I got a fog machine. We actually are going to probably purchase a snow machine for the Winterfest and everything.
Fun.
Yeah.
Huh. So what's the difference in the snow product and your foam product?
It's a different consistency. Very small droplets that actually mimic snow, and it comes in stands, and it will shoot overhead and it'll kind of blanket the ground like a dusting. And so the foam is a pile of foam.
Okay. So
And there's a Christmas party.
So that's what we're
it sounds like fun for a Christmas party.
Taking all these parties out the yard.
we're doing. We actually did Christmas in July at Fort Myers Brewery. If you
Very
you
nice.
can probably look on there. Santa actually was shooting our cannon.
Oh,
I got him to
fun.
come out there and shoot our cannon for us.
I am going.
Wow. Oh, that'll be fun. Well,
You
Christmas.
guys look up there at
You could do that as a
yeah,
private
Foam
party.
Party
You can
Southwest
do
Florida.
that.
Look at their web. They're even on Facebook or Instagram or
They've got a lot of
And people really think that we are just for major HOAs businesses, but we're actually for the private parties as well. We do private birthdays. I do private events. It's based on the number of people you have and how many hours you want us there. And that's how the pricing goes. And that's where people get, I think they hesitate a lot because they don't know how to ask the question. And I'm very transparent. If my wife's on the phone or I'm on the phone, I'm like, hey, listen, what are you working with? What's your budget? I don't know until you tell me. So, and it's not nothing against them. I just want to know what I'm dealing with and I can work with you.
Well, that's good. Leads into my next question. What is something that you wish your customers knew before they contacted you? Because, there's a lot involved, it seems, or is there not?
There is a lot involved. And I think people, like we talked about, they don't understand that it's for a private setting as well. They think it's for the major HOAs, big community events, churches, schools, but we're for private parties too. And we have our own little private actual package, and we go over everything. Hey, this is what we need from you. This is what we have. This is our equipment. And pricing as well. We work with you. So I wish, I tell people all the time, don't be afraid to talk. Like, we're very easy-going people.
Asking. Just ask.
Yeah.
And that way, if you're off your budget a lot, then you can save up for a few more months and then.
And we usually take about $100 deposit to lessen the load for when the party is afterward, when it's due the money. So we try to break up in payments and segments to help people out. I've had people say, hey, I've had people book us 2.5 hours away. We're actually going to parties in St. Pete now. And it's growing up the western half of Florida. It's kind of crazy.
That's great. Equipment do you have to have for this?
So I go overboard. You're
one of those gunnery guys.
Yeah, I am the type of, with my background, I prepare for any catastrophic failures, I call it. So I have backups to backups. So if something happens, I have a backup. I have a foam cannon. I have a pump that goes to it that feeds the foam to it. I have an extra pump. I have extra tools. I have extra things that help me out. I have extra rain barrels just in case it tears. Like, the things I'm thinking of that could happen might happen, but it's not going to cancel the party. Because if you don't have one piece of critical equipment and it fails, you got to tell the people, I'm sorry, I can't do this now. So it's our job in the line of, the fire services is pretty much adapt and overcome, figure it out.
Exactly.
And that's the mindset we bring into this.
That to the business.
Hey, guys, when we show up
military
here, too. Yeah, this is big on military too. We told them, hey,
to overcome.
Well, you definitely have that
Craig Ridge. I remember that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Craig Ridge. Yeah. Adapted over.
You definitely have that entrepreneurial spirit where you want to create something. What would you say your biggest success has been so far?
So I'm always looking for, like, in the beginning, the turning point, like, man, what's turning this business into, like, what's going to take it off? And honestly, there hasn't been one single turning point, one giant success. It's been all these little individual parties and events have been a huge success because people now, we go to these events. I've had 8-year-old kids come up to me and go, "This is the best day of my life." I'm like, wow. I was like, so the success of hearing that of kids, I've had parents saying they can't believe how great this is, what an experience, and they would recommend, they want us back again. I have parents and teachers and HOAs calling different HOAs saying, and hey, we're going to send you guys over here because we're recommending them. Look how great they did. So it's basically the trust that people have built in us already to recommend us and to put us reoccurring events as well. And in a short amount of time, we've had about 40 reviews, 5-star reviews.
Oh my Lord.
Already. Yeah. It's, again, I run my own race. I can't gauge on other parties. I was always taught my parents taught me, run your own race. Don't worry what people tell you or do. Just, you have to run your side of it. And that's all I'm doing. And I guess we're doing okay.
If you have that many reviews and you really, it's been 2 months at the most.
Not even 2 months yet.
Well, people can spot authenticity. Number one,
yes,
you are
huge.
And the fact that you're a fireman, had been military, there's going to be certain detail that's involved in all of that. And it's just killer.
And his excitement about
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, I could do that. Maybe I could invite some friends over. That could be my birthday.
I mean, it gets us thinking, and we would have never thought about it. But also based on your excitement and your enthusiasm for what you do. You're prepared for what you do. It is a business. You're working on it as a business, as a, you know, something else to do with in your life. But your enthusiasm, first, it comes through on the website. There's an enthusiasm there. Just the colors and everything. You show up, you're in this great neon shirt, and it's like,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
like, and then when you hear it in your voice, just like our previous guest, and you're very passionate about it, and people are drawn to that, the authenticity, the passion about what you do. It's not just a job.
No, and that's and my whole life. I mean, you know, in the military, I was extremely passionate about it. The fire service, like I don't feel like half the time working. It's just like I go to work and it's always a different experience. I'm with the guys and we run calls and it's, you know, you're helping people and it's a great career. And then I get to do this on my off day and I get to bring, you know, the fun to people. And, you know, at work, you see people's bad days and you get called for emergencies, everything. So now we get to go to these parties and experience the good side, and people want us there for the good days and everything. So it's actually, and I talked to my business partner about it, and it's very therapeutic in a way after getting off a shift. We don't think about the job anymore. If we had a bad day or bad night, we get to these parties, we provide an experience for these kids or adults, and you almost forget about what was happening the previous 24 hours. And it's been a therapeutic, I guess, experience.
Wow.
For us.
Amazing.
Like a little nice mental break, you know.
It would be a nice change, and then you can go back and do your.
Yep.
It almost sounds like that's your mission though, too. Like, would that be part of your mission, or is there more to the plan?
There's a bigger plan. There's definitely a bigger, but the mission is in the beginning, you know, it's all about providing experience.
Bring the fun. I heard you say that. I love that. We bring the fun.
Bring the fun. Yeah, it's bringing the fun, providing experience for these kids and adults as well. We're out here not just shooting a foam cannon and not just a normal party. It's eventually going to turn to something bigger, which we want to do. And there's future plans to make it bigger.
You already have with the drones.
Yep. It's very unique.
Starting. I love that. How many people you've got? I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I feel like you've been doing it for a year.
I get that a lot. I'm not trying to sound, you know, like I'm boasting myself or not, you know, I get a lot of people say, you know, you look like you've been doing this forever. And I'm like, I haven't. We practice so much. We just come into the game prepared.
Yeah.
And, you know, I put myself in the situation if I was a customer, you know, I'm looking at the people coming in saying, how do they look? Are they professional? How do they prepare themselves? How they set up? How do they communicate? Because we communicate, like people, the biggest thing people give us props to is communication.
Yes, that's
the biggest thing. And my wife deals with the first half of it. I deal with the portion when I get there in communication. And then afterwards, we give them edited videos of their party. You know, if we're not important, my wife. Yep.
That's a big thing.
Oh, how fun. That's like, you can look at it, share it with your friends. Yep. The kids get to be like, look what we did.
And that's the thing is that, you know, the parents, that's the biggest thing with the parents too, is they want to sit back and enjoy their kids and everything. So the mission in a sense is to allow the parents or whoever's in the community to enjoy the party and not worry about having to deal with it, setting up, spraying the foam, breaking it down. Let us do everything. Let you enjoy your kids and let the community come together. Because I think this day and age, we're all about, you know, we have busy lives. I get it. We have family. I get it. A lot of us are on our phones and social media. And that's the one, I think community now is based on social media, not talking together. And I have seen an HOA we did event up in Charlotte County where I felt bad for this woman. She was the event planner and could not get people to her events. She's been trying for 3 years and she's like, I'm struggling to get people to events. We just started this business when she called us and I'm like, listen, we can try to get people out there,
and they have to put their phone down.
They have to talk to each other. So we showed up. The weather wasn't playing in our favor at first. I felt so bad for this woman. She's like, this is not working out. Maybe it's not for us. I'm like, just give us time. Yep. We're not going to quit yet. And the weather cleared up. Nobody was out yet. And my business partner, Logan, looked at me. He goes, what do you want to do?
Bring the phone.
I was
bring
like,
the phone.
Send it. Just shooting the foam. I'm going to start blasting the music. And we started blasting music, spraying foam. Instantaneously, people started coming out. People that never talked to each other kids that never were friendly with other kids became friends that day. The community was all brought together. There was probably about 80 people out there.
Wow.
I just got goosebumps.
That's fabulous, honey.
I got goosebumps. That's amazing.
That's a small segment of what and that's the mission. That's the biggest picture, is bringing everyone together.
Does your wife have a name?
She does.
What's her name?
Her name is Paige.
Paige. Somebody just asked us, does your wife have a name?
That's my mom.
I figured it had to be family asking that. Good job, Nance. Good job.
Yep.
All right. Well, tell us how we can get in touch
Yes,
with you.
do.
So you can visit us at our website, foampartyswfl.com, or you can call us at 239-329-8499. And then you can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We are on all
the good
social
stuff.
media. Yep, at the Foam Party SWFL.
Because his wife helps handle all that.
I give her props. Paige.
Paige.
Paige does
Paige.
the majority of the legwork, the behind the scenes that you're not going to see.
Yeah.
And if you're going to talk on the phone, it's probably going to be with her. She's a lot nicer to deal with.
It's now hard to believe, but all right. Well, listen, you stay right here. Don't move. We're going to wrap everything up.
Do we have anything we did not go over?
Let's promote the 29.
Yeah,
you guys have to come to this and bring Paige.
Okay. We'll do.
All right. So you're going to pop that up, 239 Live. Our open house is August the 7th. While it says 75 guests, it's sort of like come in and out, but
yeah,
you can use the QR code. It's somewhere on that page and it works to register. And then if you're out and about, you just happen to think about it, then come on down.
Driving down Pine Ridge Road, just make a right. Or
there you go.
And come on in.
All right. Well, until next time, Friday, 239 Live morning show with Jimbo.
I will see you Tuesday.
Then. Great job, and thank you for your service. You just got a little air high five.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye, everyone.